I love this Dr. Barbara Sturm eye cream. It's really, really light, and it's sort of like, feels a little bit more like a gel.
$140 for 15 milliliters. Normally I would scream about this. This is probably the first case where I'm like, yes, girl, use this. Do you know why? The comments have spoken and I have listened. Today we are reacting to Kristen Bell's guide to anti-redness skincare. And I know you hate it when I say this. Trust me, I read the comments, but I'm gonna try to say it. Don't know who this is. Like, unless it is like a YouTube personality or like a singer, music people, like, it's not registering. But we do love some anti-redness skincare around here. I want to understand what is going on with this person's face. And as a medical esthetician, not a doctor or dermatologist, but who has worked alongside and with them, together, I am going to analyze, scrutinize, and learn along with you about what is in this person's skincare routine and whether or not the products that this person is using might actually help alleviate some of this redness, depending on if it's just general redness or if it's an actual skin condition. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell, and today I'm going to show you my everyday skincare routine and also my everyday makeup look. I'm starting having just gotten off work, so I'm wearing quite a bit of makeup. When I get off work, if it's midday, I'll take all of it off.
Is this the Neutrogena girl? I feel like this is the Neutrogena Splash girl. Oh, I was so right! Oh, it is the Neutrogena girl. Oh my God, I used to try to emulate you washing your face. Does she still wash her face like this? Let's find out. Her skin is flawless.
I take my eye makeup off with Happy Dance coconut oil. It's just coconut oil and CBD, and it's so incredibly moisturizing. I use a little reusable makeup taker offer.
We love a reusable makeup taker offer, but do we love coconut oil on the face? A lot of people freak out about coconut oil. There was a video where I said, yes, you could use coconut oil to remove your makeup or even your vegetable oil, your Crisco. People tried to tear me apart in the comments until they realized, yes, dermatologists like Dr. Dre, who I love and adore and simp for, agree. As long as you're removing that oil off the skin, oils are really great at breaking down and up makeup. Now, if you have acne-prone skin, coconut oil might not be good to leave on the face, but for the sake of removing and breaking down makeup, this is excellent, and I love to see these reusable pads. Now, what is this one? She says it's coconut oil and CBD. CBD does not have a ton of studies and research behind it. A lot of people and brands claim that it cures acne and solves eczema. No, eczema is a chronic condition. It doesn't work like that. But there are some amazing things about the anti-inflammatory benefits of CBD and how, CBD or how CBD and specific compounds can actually interact with our body's endocannabinoid system, because yes, that is why things like CBD and THC do impact the human body. We literally have receptors for them. We have an endocannabinoid system. So this is interesting. It looks like it's available at Ulta for $25. Let's see what is in here. She's right. It's literally just coconut oil and hemp extract. And there's not even preservatives. And the reason why is because there's no water in here. Water is notorious for growing E. coli, mold, bacteria, etc. With oils, they can still go rancid, but it is much less likely that they do. For $25, you're basically paying for the CBD, but you know what? Not half bad. And if it works for her, I mean, from an ingredients perspective, it looks like it would.
My skin is pretty sensitive, and if I were to sleep in makeup, I would look like a zombie in the morning. It would not be good. So I have to make sure that when I'm done wearing it, I'm cleansing my face properly and making sure that I'm treating it well, I'm moisturizing it properly. Otherwise, it just gets angry and red and it's awful.
She mentions moisturizing. A lot of people don't realize that moisturization and hydration are two separate things. And yes, oils will moisturize, but no, oils will not hydrate. Now, real fast, like I'm seeing her take off her makeup. Either this cleanser isn't working or it's not taking off her makeup, or I think there might be a filter on this. Is it just me? Hold up. I mean, she's fucking gorgeous. Look at her. Her eyes are like spearmint pieces of gum stuck straight into my heart. Like, wow. But is it just me or is this a filter? Look at how it like moves around her pad as she watches her face, like instant replay, instant rewind. Do you guys see that?
It just gets angry and red and it's awful.
I think
And now I've got all the color off.
I think this is a filter. I think they be f***ing with her skin. Cause look, when she emotes, we can see natural, normal lines of expression, but those go away real f***ing quick. Vogue and toxic beauty standards, I see you. Allegedly. I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder and looks can be deceiving, and I don't think Kristen is controlling this, but am I delusional or do you see it too? Sound the alarms. Thank you. Thank you.
I am absolutely addicted to the Clarisonic. So I have my trusty old one from years ago, and I've been obviously scouring eBay to make sure that I still have one since they don't make them anymore.
Oh boy, oh boy. Look at the gunk on that. That is why the Clarisonic is no longer in business. They tried to blame it on the pandemic. No, the Clarisonic is an overpriced fancy scrubber brush that people were buying, and it was damaging and destroying their skin and causing overexfoliation, and they were recommending it for use once a day, which you shouldn't do. It is aggressive as f***. And I know because I used it and I was dumb enough to use it and I had horrible acne and it didn't make my acne any better. For some people who have really thick, resilient skin who can handle it, then maybe, but for most people, the answer is absolutely not, especially now that we have access to much more gentle exfoliants because of skincare education available online and doctors and dermatologists speaking about these things. We understand what our skin's acid mantle is, our lipid barrier or our moisture barrier. We know not to overly strip our skin. We live in an overexfoliation nation, and that doesn't always help. It can cause more damage, more irritation, more redness, more hyperpigmentation, and we know that now. And especially, Kristen just said that she has redness and sensitive skin. Why the f would you use a Clarisonic on sensitive skin? I'm so sorry. These two things do not compute.
So I get a tiny bit of exfoliation every day with my Clarisonic. And I use a cleanser from Instytutum called Transformative Melting Cleanser. It goes from kind of an oil to a gel feel. It's like this. And I'll use about this much.
First off, her nails are hella f***ing cute. They look like little Easter eggs. I have to look at what is in this cleanser because I haven't heard of it, but holy not only did she admit to using a Clarisonic, which they don't sell anymore, but she also admitted that she uses it every day on sensitive skin that is prone to redness. Now, looking at her skin, it doesn't look very red, but that could be a potential filter if that's what's being used. Redness can come from a myriad of reasons. It could be rosacea, which is kind of this vascular condition, this flushing of the skin, especially in changes of weather or heat or food or products. Redness in the skin, especially if it turns into like red or brown spots, could be hyperpigmentation or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation after waxing, sun exposure, or damage to the skin or pimples. It could be what I have, which is erythema, this redness and flushing of the skin. Eryth literally means red. And as you can see, my skin just gets naturally red whenever I wash my face. People are like, oh, that's irritating you. It's like, no, my face is just turning red because that's what it do. I don't know the reason behind her red skin. That is not even something that I'm seeing show up. But yes, if you have sensitive skin, it can be more prone to redness and flushing. And I would not use a fucking Clarisonic if you have sensitive skin. That's like the last thing you want to do.
And I just give it a really nice once over, and this is where it starts to bubble.
Yeah. That's gonna be a no from me. Now, looking at this cleanser, it is the Transforming Melting Cleanser for $54. It does say that it dissolves makeup debris and micropollution. I've never heard of this brand. It looks very interesting. Let's look at the ingredientes. It's basically sunflower seed oil. It's glycerin. We have some water, sweet almond oil, a fragrance, panthenol, which is good. That's our vitamin B5. It does have retinol palmitate, which is pretty good. We have some vitamin E and some vitamin C in there. So overall, it's not a bad product, but it's another oil base. And if she used an oil to remove her makeup and that makeup melts, why would you use a second oil-based cleanser? What I would love to see, and if you really wanted like a deeper clean that doesn't strip, use an oil-based cleanser like that first one first, and then follow up with a gentle foaming cleanser. Holika has a less on skin line that is literally made for redness. That would be amazing. Cleure has a sensitive skin fragrance-free option as well. If you're struggling with something like acne, the Inky List actually has a salicylic acne cleanser. That would be amazing. This is not bad. It's a great cleanser, it looks like, from the ingredients, but like, why? I just wouldn't use it after an oil cleanser, and I definitely wouldn't be putting it on a Clarisonic if I hadn't already made that clear.
I've actually traveled like on a press tour to New York and forgotten my Clarisonic and panicked on the plane. And then the second I get off the plane, I like have to stop at a beauty store to pick up a Clarisonic. I mean, this was years ago, but I literally can't live without it.
This almost speaks to the overexfoliation nation that we all grew up in, and I agree. Like, I literally grew up using the Clarisonic and the Neutrogena, like literally that she promoted the Neutrogena with the scrubby beads, and then not knowing, putting benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid on my face and like overexfoliating the shit out of my epidermis, and then going into the sun with no sunscreen. And yes, I had spots of hyperpigmentation. My skin would be this greasy, waxy texture. It wouldn't hold makeup, and that was literally me removing my epidermis, removing the top layers of my skin, my stratum corneum. It was hell. Water would burn. I feel like we've grown so much since then. We're no longer using skin thinning antibiotics along with Clarisonics, along with chemical and physical exfoliants and going in the sun, hopefully, because skincare education is a little bit more prevalent, hopefully thanks to this channel, other channels, great Instagram accounts, skincare education and interest. Yay, knowledge is power. But also, I know the feeling of wanting to scrub your skin off. There is something relaxing, or it just feels clean with it, and it's hard because that clean feeling that we associate is not actually clean, it's overly stripped. But then the second that your skin actually starts to get back in balance, it starts to feel a little bit less luminous. But you know, I don't know if it's a filter or if I'm looking at her real skin, but if I'm looking at her real skin, it is fucking gorgeous. And maybe that's a testament that whatever she's doing is working for her, which I don't understand why, because A plus B is not equaling C right here. There could be a lot that I don't know about. So yeah.
I still do get breakouts. We got a little frenemy right there. You know, I'm 41, but my skin isn't afraid to break out.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Age does not dictate our worth nor our beauty, anything like that. I thought I was looking at like a teenage, like a 20-something. Like, what? What? Like, this is the Neutrogena girl. I have Googled it and confirmed it, but holy shit. First of all, I deal with acne too. She is a sister, as an acne sister, but 41? Does anyone know, like, those are some damn good genetics, and that is not because of skincare, and that is all I have to say about that.
I will use like 4 drops of the active serum from IS Clinical, which I really, really love. I don't know, 4, 5 drops in your hands. And it really kind of feels like, if anyone remembers high school from the mid-90s when you used Sea Breeze on your face and you kind of smelled like antiseptic, but it was the only thing that kept the pimples away, that's what it feels like.
Sea Breeze did not keep the pimples away. It dried the f out of your skin and dehydrated it and compromises your skin's barrier. And then your skin probably freaks out a couple weeks later, but because it takes a little while for that to happen, you don't associate that traumatic experience with that breakout. The skin takes on average 28 days to renew. So if you do something, and if you don't have like an immediate allergic reaction or erythemic reaction, it's gonna take, a week or 2 to show up. And then people don't correlate, oh, I used this product and stripped my skin, it's this. Oh my God, wow. I mean, we've all been there, but like, wow, this is taking me back. Girl, in high school in the 90s? Did you know that kids who are turning 18 weren't even born during 9/11? I don't know, I am maturing, not emotionally or mentally, but just physically. And that is a statistic that is mathematically true, yet shocking to me. Anyways, we can complain about that later. As far as the Is Clinical serum goes, a lot of people really love this one. I haven't personally tried it. I often look at them as overpriced. The serum is $138, but a lot of people have some really good things to say about them. And I understand that they have some interesting ingredients and blends. In this one, it really seems to be the mushroom extract. The menthol in here could actually bind to specific receptors as an analgesic to help with pain. This is basically denatured alcohol, sugar cane, a little bit of willow bark extract. Like, I don't see why this is so expensive. And again, for her sensitive skin, I wouldn't recommend this. If you have oily, acne-prone skin, then maybe I would recommend this because you could handle that denatured alcohol. But if you're not going for a scaling solution, or if you're not trying to like clean the skin antiseptically, do not just apply rubbing alcohol to your face. Obviously, this might be used as a penetration enhancer inside of this product, but overall, I just don't see why this is worth $138. Is Clinical has some other products that I would definitely give a try. I just haven't yet. I'm glad it's working for her, and I'm glad she's using this and not the Sea Breeze. But boy, is this conversation taking me back to my acne days. Does anybody remember those Neutrogena commercials? Do you know somebody who used the Neutrogena product or who did watch those Neutrogena commercials? Share this video with them. This is like a blast from the past. If you know, if you watched this, if you know, the meme, the experience, then you know. And your bathroom is probably also as moldy as my bathroom as a 16-year-old was. Skincare can be a struggle.
And after that, normally I have quite a bit of redness, and I correct it with the Instytutum's Phyto corrector gel. I use, I guess, about that much. Well, that was kind of a lot. It neutralizes the redness as it digests into your skin.
Digests instead of absorbs. We're just being picky at this point, but very interesting. Let's see what's in this product. $67, considering that this is Instytutum's. That is not the arm and a leg I thought it would cost. I don't personally purchase Instytutum's because they are not cruelty-free, and that matters to me. But looking at this, the price is much better than their other stuff. When we look at the ingredients, this is basically a hydrating serum. We do have water and glycerin, which are acting as humectants, propylene glycol, which enhances penetration and adds viscosity, phenoxyethanol, which helps to ensure that mold and bacteria don't grow in here. We have sodium hyaluronate, which is that hyaluronic acid, so another humectant, hydroxyethyl cellulose for viscosity. We have some olive fruit extract. There's some good stuff in here. Again, there's grapefruit, there's some cucumber, there's some flower and thyme. Eucalyptus can be very irritating. I don't hate fragrances in my product. I don't dislike them, but for someone who has sensitive skin, which she is saying that she does, I would not be applying this. This also has linalool, citronellol. These are literally fragrancing ingredients, which can irritate some people. And this, it looks like a very fancy green hyaluronic acid serum, like a hydrating serum. I don't see why this is amazing. This doesn't even have all of the antioxidants that I would want in here. I would love to see some more Centella asiatica in here. I would love to see some vasoconstrictive ingredients that can help with that redness and with that flushing, something calming, maybe something even more moisturizing, since hyaluronic acid works if you couple it with moisturizers, but on its own can irritate some people depending on the concentration and the molecular weight. I mean, if you have $67, it's probably one of the more affordable Instytutum products, and I like that it's physically green, but yeah, it's not gonna get my money, and I would definitely recommend some of these other products if you're looking for redness relief.
My husband pretends like he doesn't care about skincare at all, but he is all up in my cabinet. He uses everything I use, and he will secretly watch what I'm using and then steal it. And I'll think it's the kids, but I'll find it in his medicine cabinet. So usually I buy duplicates of everything because I know he's just gonna get his hand on it. I love this Dr. Barbara Sturm eye cream. It's really, really light, and it's sort of like, feels a little bit more like a gel.
Okay, this is the point in the video where Cassandra Bankson notoriously goes off screaming about eye creams, why they're overpriced moisturizers in tiny little urine sample size tubes that they charge you an arm and a leg for and lie to you about, and about how your under eyes do have pores. But this is actually one instance where I'm not going to do that. And this instance is with what is the price of this cream? Wait, this is the Barbara Sturm. This is gonna be a couple $100. Wait for it, let me get the exact number. $140 for 15 milliliters. Normally I would scream about this so loud and bother the neighbors and probably get kicked out, but this is the one case where, like, this is probably the first case where I'm like, yes, girl, use this. Do you know why? Because did you hear how she spoke about it? Instant replay.
It's sort of like, feels a little bit more like a gel.
She says she likes the texture. It's a gel texture. It gives her something different here than it does everywhere else. That is the only reason you should buy an eye cream, is if you know that they are overpriced moisturizers, if you know that you're probably overpaying for them, and if you're okay with that, because you have the money and you want to. It's not because you're chasing some Kristen Bell filtered skin, but because you're actually going in this for an experience. She likes the way this feels, and it feels different, and sounds like she wants something different here than here. This is a case where I do not approve of eye creams, and I do not approve of this eye cream, but this is one, I think this is our first case where I'm actually like, yes, the way that you're using this is for you, and it sounds like it works. Impressive, Kristen, impressive. This makes up for the Clarisonic.
Sometimes the little trick is the skin under your eye, the skin on your neck, and the skin on your lips is thinner than the rest of your body, which is why it needs a different cream. So if I've got any excess, boom.
Wow, this is someone that actually knows what she's talking about. So the skin here and here is thinner. Doesn't mean you need a different cream. You can definitely use your moisturizer here or your eye cream here. We do have a video where I did scream about it if you want to hear that. But this is so true. And she's doing something that works for her with something that is overpriced that I would not recommend, but that she likes. Get it, girl. Get it.
When you're focused on skincare, I think people miss the steps that affect the skin so much, which is like your mental health or your stress. And if I'm stressed, my eczema is blaring or I will break out. It's so linked. So I feel like it has to be integrated. So I definitely also, for my skin, make sure that I have 8 or 9, I'm greedy, hours of sleep a night, which is hard. It's really hard to maintain, but it's what makes my body and my skin and my overall wellness feel the best. And also hydration. I'm drinking water throughout the day, and if I don't feel like drinking water, I'm just drinking something that I can get.
She is a smart cookie. Yes, taking care of your mental health, taking care of your body, your sleep habits, so important, and it often goes unnoticed. And that's why I say skincare is self-care. I don't say skincare is vanity or skincare is just aesthetics or just your appearance, because it is your body's largest organ that works to protect you. And it works in tandem with your heart and your lungs and your brain, which your sleep and diet and stress levels all impact. I didn't know she has eczema. Maybe that's what she was talking about when it comes to redness, and in which case I still would not recommend the Clarisonic. Eczema is a condition that is related genetically, and you cannot fix it with any skincare. You can mitigate it, you can help to treat it, especially with like corticosteroids, but there's nothing you can use to get rid of eczema. You just want to avoid those flare-ups. I love that she is aware of this and in tune with this and doing things that work for her. Now these products, I actually would not recommend these products if you have eczema. We actually have other routines with products that I would recommend for eczematic prone skin, but if she's not having a flare-up and if these don't irritate her, I mean, her face does look fucking amazing. But then again, I think it's a filter. But maybe it's her personality, because if you have a really nice personality, nothing else really matters.
I created a line called Happy Dance, and I think I might have created the perfect moisturizer. It's my absolute favorite. It's got CBD 150 milligrams for the whole pot. It also has a base of avocado oil. The omega oils are really good for your skin.
We love avocado, we love a good moisturizer, but I did not know this is the same brand as her cleanser. I did not know that she had a skincare line. I thought she was the Neutrogena girl. She's a celebrity. Of course she slaps her name on a skincare line. She is maybe a top tier endocannabinoid researcher and knows all about this shit. I don't know, but that comes to me as a surprise. You know what, for $29, this is not bad. I do like the purple and the yellow. It says CBD Look Alive Face Moisturizer. The marketing, like on the website, this is a very cute brand. Doesn't look like something that a celebrity would create. Like this looks like a teenage skincare line. When it comes to the ingredients, it's a damn good moisturizer. We've got water, glycerin, caprylic triglyceride, squalane. All of these are great and found in traditional moisturizers. We do have the, avocado oil that she spoke about. We do have hydrolyzed sodium hyaluronate. We have some ceramides, specifically ceramide NP, which is amazing. Avocado, absolutely fantastic. You know what? And there's not a bunch of fragrances in here. There's a little bit of ginger, which for some people could be irritating. This actually looks really, really good. This looks fantastic. I don't know how this was developed or with who. It says it's only at Ulta, but yeah, I would spend $29 on this.
Okay, life wouldn't be life without SPF. So I use the Hello Bello Mineral Sunscreen SPF. I love the way it smells. Since it's midday, I'm obviously still gonna put SPF on. I certainly wish that I had worn SPF a lot more when I was younger. I didn't do a bad job of it, but as you're older and turning 41 and you're looking at the brown spots on your skin, you're like, dang, I should have worn a hat my whole life.
I don't see the brown spots on her face, but again, I'm pretty sure that Vogue is using a filter here. Hello Bello, I have never heard of this. Let us see what is in it. I just love, it's only $8. And it's an SPF 50. It didn't look like it was leaving a paste city on her face either. Zinc oxide, so it is mineral. So if you have eczema, if you have open acne blemishes, mineral might be less irritating than, something like a chemical or organic formula. Now this one does have some coconut oil, so if you're super breakout prone, you might not want to use this. The orange peel as well, I wouldn't recommend for people who are sensitive, just because that can cause a little bit of irritation. But cucumber, this doesn't blow me out of the water, but but for an $8 sunscreen with some avocado fruit extract, yeah. Vegan and cruelty-free, this looks really f***ing good. I might have to try this, especially because it costs less than a Starbucks run. We love and we stan someone who is skincare intelligent, skintelligent. She knows what she's talking about. She knows something about sunscreen. Because what is SPF? Your BFF, exactly.
Daytime look, everyday daytime. I use a tinted moisturizer and I use 2 squirts because it's really, really light. Then if there's any place I need a little extra coverage, I use a CC cream, which also, this is gonna shock you, has SPF. It has SPF 50. And since I have so much redness, I will just do the lightest coat on sort of my T-zone.
I'm looking at her skin and I can see a little bit of pinkness, but this is the first time in the video that I've ever seen it be pink. I swear to God, this must be some sort of color correction or filter, or just she thinks that the redness is worse than it actually is, because I am not seeing it. What I am seeing is that since her Neutrogena days, it looks like she has learned to wash her face and doesn't spill it all over the bathroom. I see a lot of products that I would not recommend if you have eczema or sensitive skin. This line that she created does look halfway decent. Like, I would actually give that a try, and I do not trust celebrity skincare brands. Like, I'm pretty critical, and I f***ing hate eye creams, and I don't like this eye cream, and I don't think you should buy this eye cream. However, for her, for the amount of money that she has and for the way that she is using it, which includes here, here, and here, this application and use of eye cream gets the Cass pass. This actually gets an approval from a skintellectual sister who actually knows what she's doing and using products for herself and not for anyone else, even if they do cost way more than they should. Make sure that you are subscribed so that when we react to more skincare products, ingredients, and routines, you don't miss it, and actually send this to someone who used to watch that same iconic Neutrogena commercial. I love you, beautiful butterflies, and I want you to remember to stay hydrated and, like Kristen, reapply your SPF every damn day. Be beautiful both inside and out, and I cannot wait to see you in this next video. Love you guys. Bye.